Booch. All right, what's up, guys? We're back for some more fitness Thursday. It is supposed to be a little bit cooler tomorrow, but again, hydrate, please. Lots of humidity, lots of heat, especially if you're working out. A lot of still air, stuff like that. Get your water in, make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Hopefully, we've only got 2 more weeks of this stuff, so we're almost at the end, guys. We did it, we're getting there. So please keep up the hard work, keep up the dedication. We're almost there. So for today, what we're gonna do, we actually have a little chipper for a warm up. So what's gonna happen, you guys are gonna do 20 death marches on either side. So what that's gonna be is I'm gonna stagger my feet, and then I'm just gonna relax my lower back, sleep through and stand up so I get a little hamstring and low back stretch. After I get done about 10 reps, I'm gonna try and flatten out my back a little bit. So I'm gonna try and maintain a little bit better posture as I come down to really intensify that hamstring stretch. Once I get 20, I'm gonna switch, same thing, 10 rounding in the bottom, and then 10 with a nice proud chest. After that, we're gonna do 5 inchworms with 1 to 3 push-ups in the bottom every time. So again, starting from here, grab it onto the toes, walk out. You can feel free to drop your hips a little bit, get a nice little stretch, but from there, you're gonna return back to a plank position, and you're gonna do 1 to 3 perfect push-ups. If you need to, you can drop down to your toes, totally fine, and then we're gonna walk back, stretch out the shoulder a little bit, all the way back up to standing. Then we're gonna do 20 bicycle sit-ups. So that's gonna be your hollow body position. So again, I'm gonna start with a nice little dead bug right here. And then I'm going to go out to a hollow, and I'm gonna go alternating sides for 40 total reps, 20 on each side. Once I'm done, I'm gonna do 5 more inchworms with 1 to 3 push-ups. So same thing that we did last time. Then you're gonna do 20 soldier walks on each side. So that's gonna be a nice straight leg, kick up nice and high, get a stretch in the hamstring, and we're just gonna get 20 per side. You will then do your final 5 inchworms with 1 to 3 push-ups. And then you're gonna do 20 half burpees. So this whole warm up really focused on the hamstrings and the low back because we've got some doubles presses a little bit later and then some single leg deadlifts as well. And just a reminder for the half burpee, that's gonna be a burpee where you stay in essentially a down dog. So I'm gonna go down to the ground, I'm gonna jump my feet as close to my hands as I can, and this is the end of it. And then I'm gonna go back down. Good job, well done. And then I'm gonna come back up, and I'm gonna go through 20 reps total of that. So after that, we've got our strength work for the day. So your strength work, we're gonna do 3 sets. You're gonna do this on both legs and both sides. So first, I'm gonna do 6 single leg deadlifts on either side. Again, we've seen these a lot at home. They're a great way to work on your balance, work on your stability, and also strengthen your posture and your posterior chain. So for the single leg deadlift, I think the more difficult variation is opposite hand, opposite foot. Having the kettlebell on the same side that you're deadlifting on, or dumbbell, I find that to be a little bit easier. So if you're looking for a way to make it a little more challenging, go ahead, opposite hand. Another way is add weight to a backpack, because again, when you put a backpack on, because of the nature of the deadlift and the nature of the hinge, that weight feels heavier and heavier as you hinge further over. So it's going to make it more challenging if you don't have access to a barbell that you can load up and add weight to. So for the single leg deadlift, again, opposite hand, opposite foot. I've got a soft knee right here. I'm then going to reach that opposite foot straight back into the room behind me, maintaining a pin back shoulder position, and then stand all the way back up, trying to keep this foot off the ground. And I'm going to go through 6 reps. And again, if I want to, I can put a backpack on in addition to my kettlebell to make that movement a little bit more difficult. Goal is tension in the hamstring and not losing your posture. So don't allow your upper back to round. Don't reach that object to the floor. 6 reps on each side. Then we're going to do 6 get up sit-ups. This might actually be one of my favorite new core exercises because it's incredibly functional. It incorporates some shoulder strength and stability as well, which is great. So again, this is basically the starting piece of our Turkish get-up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dumbbell or my kettlebell. And again, if your dumbbell or kettlebell is too heavy, you can go ahead and you can use any object. So a backpack will work fine, water jug, anything like that. From there, I'm going to go same side, arm and leg. So I'm going to have the object in my right hand, and I'm going to have my right leg up. Other arm's going to be out at 90 degrees. And then the get up, sit up is going to be from here I'm gonna side crunch to my elbow, pressing into the ground here, and then press up to my hand. And then I'm gonna come back down, nice and controlled. And that counts as 1, and I'm gonna go through 6 reps. So again, same side, arm and leg, crunch to the elbow, apply pressure, press to the hand, back to the elbow, control, back down. And again, really try and control that movement with your core. So it's an aggressive RX plus fantastic sit-up. So that's gonna be your strength work for the day. So 3 times through of that. 6 single leg deadlifts, both sides, 6 get up sit-ups on each side. Then our conditioning is what I'm gonna call it the Karen of dumbbells. Just a big, old, daunting number of something not very fun, but it's gonna make you fitter. It's simple, it's effective, it's good for you. So, what we're gonna do today is 100 devil's press 4 times. So, we've got some options. You cannot do this movement with a barbell. It is a dumbbell or a kettlebell exercise. You could definitely use a backpack as well, for sure. But if you have access to 2 dumbbells or 2 kettlebells, that is the easiest way to make this movement as hard as possible. So if you have a friend and you guys happen to share the same weight dumbbell, maybe get together, take turns doing the workout, because doing this workout with 2 dumbbells or 2 kettlebells is gonna be like lights out challenging. It will still be plenty challenging with 1 kettlebell or dumbbell, but again, think of 2 as a very challenging at home option. So for the devil's press, what that is, it is a burpee into a snatch. So what it's gonna look like, again, if I have a kettlebell, I'm not gonna put my hand on it while I do my burpee. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do my burpee with my hand right near my kettlebell. Okay, you too. So here, I'm gonna do my burpee. I'm gonna jump back up. And when I get to here, I'm gonna grab that kettlebell, engage my midline, and hike. And I'm gonna go all the way overhead. Obviously, again, I'm not because, ceilings. And then I'm gonna come back down, switch sides, down, set, hike, hip extension up, back down, switch. So it is a hip exercise, and you really wanna think about, it's really easy to overuse your back for this. So the second your hand touches the object, or the second you get into a hike position, you should be locking down. So midline engages, back flattens out, and then you hike that object hard into your hip, and then use that big hip extension to help drive the object overhead. If you're doing a dumbbell, then if I pretend this is a dumbbell, I can have my hand on the dumbbell handle. I will come down for my burpee, so I'll be a little offset here. I will jump and immediately go into my swing. And it's 100 reps total, so if you're doing it with single arm, it'll be 50 on each side. For this, what I would recommend, steady pace, try not to break. So again, you can, if you need to, you can take a quick second to rest on the floor, but the goal with this movement is to just be methodical and consistent and to try and stay moving the whole time. So try not to, go too fast, or try not to hammer through the first, 10, 20 reps and then end up doing one of these guys where you take a solid 20, 30 second hands on knees. So again, try and just be steady, consistent the whole time. Again, you're looking at, I would say, at least a 10-minute workout. Being able to do 10 devil's press a minute is pretty challenging, and many of you will be looking at probably, again, that 12 to 15-minute mark. If you're using 2 dumbbells, God bless you. See you on the other side. Your accessory for the day, we've got 3 sets of a 30-second dead hang. The goal here is spinal traction, so we're trying to really just lengthen out and relax that spine and kind of decompress it a little bit. Give it a little bit of love, take some of that weight off, again, especially after all that weird loading that we're going to do during the devil's press. So find anything and hang from it. So again, find a tree branch, find a pipe on the outside of your house, find anything and just try and hang from it and relax. Let that spine really kind of open up. Your other option, I'm going to sneak over here for a second. Mm-hmm. So your other option is, again, so obviously with the dead hang, we have a little bit of, grip strength in there as well, but really we're looking for, again, that really kind of lengthening, that relaxing of the spine. So the other option is literally just to drape yourself over a couch cushion. And I've definitely done this just for relaxation before, but if you pretend this is kind of the arm of a couch, all we need to do is kind of fold ourselves right over here and relax. Let your spine really kind of sink down to the floor and try and engage as little as possible. Again, the goal is to allow your back to just really kind of lengthen out and open up and decompress a little bit. So you're going to do 3 sets of that for 30 seconds. If you're going to do the over the couch option, maybe superset it with a 30-second farmer's hold. So just kind of hold here so that you get a little bit of that grip strength work as well, in combination with that that spinal work that we're looking for. So something to consider. After that, all we've got left is mobility. So we have a 1-minute kneeling forearm stretch. So that's just going to be hanging out here. I'm going to sink my butt down onto the tops of my feet, and I'm going to pet my dog because that's what we do when we're down here. Hello. And then I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to place them. Towards me, and I'm going to get a nice little stretch for my forearms here. So again, both arms, fingers towards you, and then just sit back a little bit, really stretch out those forearms. We're going to go for a minute, and then what we're going to do is just transition right into a saddle pose. So we're going to transition right into this nice little low back stretch here. Again, today there was a lot of weird flexion, so we had a lot of kind of odd object with the devil's press. So this is a great way to relieve those kind of forces and work against them by getting some extension for your spine and for your hips. And you're going to hang out here for 3 minutes. So that's your training for Thursday. Tuesday. It is not Tuesday. It is in fact Thursday. So tag us at palace.ithaca/Zeus, and we'll see you guys back tomorrow.